You won't believe what happened when she let her sister move in and thought she was just helping family. What happened next uncovered a hidden agenda that changed everything she thought she knew about trust, loyalty, and the people closest to her. Oop let her younger sister Hannah move in, and on paper it made sense. Hannah was starting college in the same city, Oop kept her apartment and her routine, and the family called it practical. What she did not expect was for her own home to start feeling less like home. At 24, Oop had a steady job and a city apartment of her own. Hannah was 18 and just starting college, so the setup looked easy. Their parents asked for help. Oop had even considered a roommate, and she agreed to let Hannah stay. These sisters were never especially close, and OOP said that up front. Her relationship with their parents was strained too, which made the whole decision heavier than a simple favor. Even so, she tried to be fair and give Hannah a real chance. Then, Hannah started showing up in the common areas in almost nothing when Oop brought her boyfriend over. Oop said it was a thong and tank top, like the setting did not matter. It was not random either. It happened when he was there. When OOP called it inappropriate, Hannah pushed right back. She said the boyfriend was like family and that she should be comfortable in her own home. It sounded reasonable on the surface. Underneath, it looked a lot more like a way to brush off the boundary. Privacy vanished fast. Anytime Oop and her boyfriend went into her bedroom, Hannah found a way in. She knocked, barged through the door, or claimed she was lonely and wanted everyone together. Sometimes she used tiny excuses, like asking him to do something. The excuses did not match the behavior, and that was the problem. Hannah did not act like a considerate sister or a normal roommate. She kept steering herself toward OOP's boyfriend, and even her requests seemed designed to pull him into her orbit. Through all of it, the boyfriend stayed calm. OOP said he ignored Hannah or made it clear he was not interested. That mattered because he was not feeding the attention or enjoying the chaos. He stayed steady while Hannah kept pushing. While looking for makeup and perfume, Hannah kept taking. Oop walked into her room and spotted Facebook open on the laptop. In a chat, she saw pictures of the boyfriend. That alone was enough to make her stop cold and look closer. The messages were bad enough. The photos made it worse. Hannah had shared candid shots of the boyfriend that seemed taken without his knowledge. One in the kitchen, one while he napped on the couch, and another from outside the apartment. At that point, Oop stopped seeing this as awkward flirting. It looked like secrecy, repeated boundary crossing, and a fixation on her boyfriend. The photos made it feel less like clumsy attention and more like Hannah was quietly documenting him. Oop started thinking eviction might be the only answer. She had warned Hannah already, and nothing changed. Hannah still acted like the rules did not apply to her. Now it was not just about the boyfriend. It was about respect, housing, and basic safety. Reddit became the next stop. OOP asked what to do, saying she wanted to chew Hannah out, but that had already failed once. She wondered whether to warn her, tell their parents, or confront her with the boyfriend there. She was clearly at the end of her rope. The family reunion detail mattered because it showed this was not a one-off slip. B's parents were disgusted, and OOP's parents were embarrassed. That gave OOP more than her own word. It showed the apartment drama fit a much uglier pattern. Oop also learned her parents cared a lot about keeping her relationship with the boyfriend intact. She said they saw him as a catch because he was white, handsome, and headed to law school. Oop later made clear she did not share their racist view, even if they did. So Oop sat Hannah down and said it plainly. This had to stop now. No more disrespecting the relationship, no more crossing lines in her home. She was no longer speaking like a patient sister trying to smooth things over. She was setting a hard boundary. Hannah did not answer with shame. She snapped that the boyfriend would leave OOP anyway, and that OOP was not good enough for him. Then she added that she was not OOP's mother. It was cold, dismissive, and it only confirmed OOP's fears. Then came the line that said the most. Hannah insisted she was not a kid anymore and could do whatever she wanted. OOP shot back that adult choices come with adult consequences. In the heat of it, she said Hannah could be kicked out or sent home. OP even planned to buy a nanny cam for the apartment. She wanted proof if Hannah damaged anything or tried to make false accusations. That is how far trust had fallen. This was not drama for drama's sake. It was damage control. After the blow-up, Hannah went quiet and OUP stayed at her boyfriend's place. On Facebook, though, Hannah was loud. Unfair life, nobody understands her, trusts no one, not even family. She posted like the whole world had done her wrong. One comment section brought out another layer. OOP explained she is Asian and said her parents were old-school racist, which shaped how they talked about her boyfriend. They liked him partly because he was white. OOP made it clear she did not share that mindset. In the final update, the parents moved fast once they understood OOP meant it. They did not argue the eviction or pin it on her. They took Hannah home and cleared her things out within the week. For OOP, that was a relief. Hannah did not trash the apartment, and OOP was grateful for that. One less mess to clean up. Still, the real damage was bigger than property. For weeks, OOP had felt pushed out of her own home just to avoid another scene. After being removed, Hannah tried to cast herself as the victim on Facebook, saying OOP was making her homeless. Some friends backed her at first. Then cousin Bia stepped in and reminded everyone Hannah should not be pretending she was the one being wronged. Next, Hannah went straight to OOP's boyfriend and texted him for help. She asked him to convince OOP to let her stay and hinted he might get something nice if he did. After everything already on the table, it was a bold move. He answered calmly. The boyfriend told Hannah OOP's decision was final and that they were a team. He warned her not to ask him to take sides against OOP again. Then he called the behavior unflattering, not attractive, and told her to stop. Hannah's texts to OOP changed tone fast. First came anger. OOP was kicking her only sister onto the street and she would never forgive her. Later, it turned into pleading. She needed the city, she said. She promised she would change. By then, the promises were too late. Hannah also claimed she did not even like the boyfriend and just wanted things normal again. OOP had already seen the messages, the photos, the interruptions, and the denials. The pattern was the point. One thing held steady, the boyfriend. He stayed supportive and OOP's relationship did not crack under the pressure. That matters because these stories often go sideways. Here, the person at the center stayed calm and never betrayed her trust. The parents were still complicated, and OOP was not suddenly warm toward them. Still, they stepped in when it counted and got Hannah out without turning it into a bigger war. They had helped create the mess. This time, at least, they helped end it.